Hello, happy Monday, y'all. I'm so excited to be here because of so many reasons. One is all of the technology is working. So, yay, us. If you're here and you can hear me, please say hello in the comments over here for the live stream is right here. You can go in and I think like you can click up at the top. It'll say like chat or something. So if you want to chat to me and let me know that you can hear me because I have a new microphone. Well, I mean, it's not new, but it's like I'm not using my earbuddy things. Hi, Carol. Good morning. So I have my little microphone here. And hey, Mary Jo. Hey, girlfriends. So just letting me know that you can hear me with the new microphone. And we have our cards. I have announcements. I have all kinds of stuff for you guys today. Even though, like, technically this is our weekly energy reading. And I have a new telepromptery thing, appy thing on my. I feel so professional, y'all. I don't look real professional. I put my eyeballs on today for you guys. Put makeup on, washed my hair, took a shower, all the things that like you do now that because we're all like back to work and stuff. Hey, Linda, good morning. Thank you. And okay, so I'm gonna press start because I haven't figured out how to use the Bluetoothy thing. All I've figured out technology-wise is that fun little countdown at the beginning. So welcome to this week's energy report on my new Soul Coach Studio YouTube channel. I am Soul Coach Michele, your friendly neighborhood super woo soul alignment coach and manifesting maven. So if you're new to the channel, you'll find me here on Mondays at 11 a.m. Central sharing insight for this week's collective energy so you can choose to navigate and flourish and stay on track with your manifesting goals. So if you want something a little bit more specific to your journey, you are so invited to schedule a private session with me. The links for all that stuff are below in the comments or the blurby thing that I don't know what to call the thing below. And if you're interested in manifesting and learning more about manifesting, check out the other videos on the channel. I have tons of them from people chatting with me, my clients chatting with me about their experiences, and then just learning videos. So lastly, before we get jumping in, if you love what you see here today, please subscribe. Please click the little bell so you know when I go live and where and add. Ooh, I'm going really fast on this. I got to learn how to use this teleprompter, y'all, so that I don't miss anything. So subscribe if you love it here. Click the little bell if you love it here because you want to know when things get posted, when I go live, other than just on Mondays. Because sometimes I'm getting the feeling I'm being called to like just pop in and go live here and there. Now, granted, you'll always see a replay, but if you want to join me live and hang out and chat away with me, you can do that and it'll let you know when that happens. And if you want to give this video a thumbs up because you love it, it tells YouTube to share it with other folks and invite them into our family of happy woos. So all of that said, whew, that's my big old, I think that was really fast. So I will slow that down in future. But speaking of subscribing, holy moly, first of all, thank you to all my new subscribers. Love you. Big kisses to you. And I know we had a goal of getting 100 folks in our little community circle here in the last, week. And we not only made that goal, y'all surpassed it. There's like 100 plus people hanging out on this channel. I am so psyched. That just like, because I've only focused my energy here in the last month. I've been wanting to focus because I want to move away from YouTube not YouTube, from Facebook to YouTube for various reasons. But I'm so psyched that you guys helped with that goal, and I'm going to set some other goals. But for right now, I know that I said whoever was the 100th person would be a free 3-card reading, but for some reason, hello Mercury retrograde, it won't tell me who the 100th person was. There's one person who's like, if it's me, I don't want to be, on the thingy, so give it to somebody else. So with all of that said, because he was kind of like just supporting me, want to like join in on this stuff, but since I can't for certain figure out who the 100th subscriber is, thank you Mercury retrograde. What we're gonna do is this. Below, this is for all of you subscribers, okay? Everybody who subscribes down below in the blurby thing for this. So there's like a little down arrow. so you can see the little blurby thing. There's all the links to like come hang out if you need to. And there's one that's called contest. And so what we're going to do is if you are a YouTube fan, if you are here, what I want you to do is click subscribe if you have not already done so, and then click that link and go enter, because that link will tell me that you have entered. And then we'll have entries. Everybody can enter between now and the 29th of this month. And then on November 1st, I will do one of those random name generators, or I'll just pull it out of a hat. Darren has a top hat around here somewhere. He's fancy like that. And I'll pull it out of a hat, and then we'll schedule a live stream for whoever the winner is to either you guys can do split screen with me, or I can just have you on audio if you don't want to, like, put on your eyeballs for the morning. Or you can just email me a question, remain anonymous, and then I can just come on like this. So it's really where your comfort level is, so that you still get your 3-card reading, but it's wherever you feel good. Okay. So down below is the link to the entry. Don't go there right now. I can see when you pop in and out. Wait till the end. And then when you're done, go down, click subscribe, click the bell, give me a thumbs up, and then go enter the contest. And I hope that I get to hang out with you. I'm so excited. So, okay, so that's what we're going to do. Yay, contest. Okay, that's my favorite thing. So remember, subscribe, enter, come and hang out with me. Okay, yay. Okay, so let me go and make sure. Blah, blah, blah. Yay, I wrote a really great script. Okay, so I'm trying to be so technologically savvy. It just doesn't work, y'all. So, water. I hope everybody's cool. Last week, holy shit, you guys. Oh, sorry. Why am I censoring? I'm not on television. It's YouTube. I can say whatever the hell I want. I don't know about y'all. Last week, between the StreamYard being down and having to bypass through another third-party like streaming service and whatever, and then other just emotional stuff, I think last week was energetically probably not the roughest week of the year, but it was certainly a little bit haywire. I had a bunch of people in my circle kind of say they had a really rough week emotionally. I think a lot of it had to do with, life stuff going on, but then us kind of keeping to ourselves, like overthinking what was going on. And I don't know about you, but like Wednesday, Thursday of last week, things started to ease. And now it just, after that new moon last week, which was super, like there was a lot going on, and then it just kind of went and you were good. That's kind of how I felt. So I hope this week is much easier for you. It feels lighter. Like the messages I'm getting is like right now, that we hit that Mercury retrograde midpoint last week. And now it's kind of, even though, yeah, there's still technology stuff, guys, double check your T's and I's for crosses and dots, okay? But at the same time, I feel like if you can keep your own energy stable and focused on love versus fear, which I mean, duh, but if you can really kind of stop going, why is this happening to me? And start going, what is going on that I need to learn from here? And kind of take your focus off of, and this is huge. This is another reason why I'm moving a lot of my stuff over to YouTube versus Facebook. Taking back your thoughts. That's a biggie this week. And it's going to be a biggie for the rest of this year. Take back your thoughts, meaning stop watching the news unless you can watch it with a discerning eye. Like I watch the weather, and I watch to see something that I need to know about for me, and then I turn it off. Okay, so understand that this week, the energy that I am seeing from spirit is we need to make sure we are mindful about where our focus is. There's a lot of energy manifesting right now. And the energy manifesting, what will happen is if you start allowing the news or advertisements or stuff you see on Facebook that is like just jarring affect your energy. We're very sensitive right now. And I don't mean sensitive like sensitive to the spirits. I mean sensitive in the heart area, okay? Where we can be shifted if we're not careful. So what I'm going to encourage everybody to do is to stay grounded in their own belief system, in their own core knowings, in their heart, so that, yes, we may see things that are disconcerting on the news, disconcerting things that maybe our friends and family share on social media. But remember, It's them sharing. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to buy into it. Okay. So that's kind of what I want you to be really aware of so that when you navigate and flourish, because again, all of my readings are focused on how to support you manifesting what you want. And if you take your focus, if you take your eye off the ball kind of thing, and you start focusing on crap other people want you to focus on, you will not be getting the stuff that you want. You'll be attracting stuff that you're not so happy about. Okay. So let's pull some cards and we'll see. Let's see. The question for this week will be, what do we need to know to navigate and flourish to manage our energy and stay in a high vibrational state for this week, which should be the question every week. So let's pull the card. And so the first card is going to be our answer, our medicine for this week. And then the next two cards are going to be, how are we going to do that? Because sometimes you get that first card and you're like, well, that's all fine and good, but hello, duh. So I live in the real world with the muggles. So anyway, so let's go ahead and pull the card. Relieve me of the burden of myself, dear spirit, so that I can give a good, clean lens reading. Whew. Okay, there we go. And we're here. Again, it's an upside down card because we don't know what we don't know. Lovely, lovely. Yes. So all of them are upside down. So again, like I was saying, when it's an upside down card, it's I'm not aware. I didn't know I needed to do that. I forgot I knew that, or I know what I'm supposed to do. I just really don't want to do that. Okay, so you got to figure out which one it is for you because all the cards this week are upside down. So our medicine for how are we going to navigate and flourish this week when our energy, other forces are trying to abscond with our energy, whether it's the television, whether it's social media, whether it's folks in our circle, like who in our circle is really, really in our corner and who maybe is kind of like working through some of their own fear stuff. And when you set your boundary and enforce it and they kind of get all wonky about it and you go, oh, well, if you're wonky, I needed to enforce this boundary, like that kind of stuff. What do we need to know to flourish and navigate those things this week to make sure that our focus stays where we want it to be? So the first one, interesting enough, is frog spirit. And frog spirit was upside down, meaning we need to make sure that we pay attention to this because this was not an obvious thing for us today. So I don't know about you, but and it's clear out the clutter. And clutter, it's funny because this past weekend I was cleaning, rearranging. Like I went through, I call it the medicine cabinet, but it's my spice cabinet because like half of it's for cooking and the other half are like medicinal teas and all that kind of stuff. Because I like to do my kitchen witchy because that's my soul alignment thing. And I probably like if you looked at if I had a before and after, which I should have done, the before I had all this stuff just shoved up in there. I had not checked expiration dates, and being a Virgo, I need to do that kind of stuff. So I pulled everything out, and it was so funny because I put it all back in after I, decluttered it, and the energy felt so much clearer. So this could mean you need to declutter, like there's just crap in the house that needs to go, whether it's someone who used to live with you, whether it's a relative maybe who donated it to you or left it to you when they transitioned. And you're like, why do I even have this? It's a lamp with a broken something or other on it. Just start decluttering. It could be the physical act of decluttering. It also could be, and this is more where I think this is heading for us this week, is decluttering the mind. Do some clearing. If you have not done the clearing your energy thing, please do it. Please, please, please. I'm happy to maybe I have to find it. I have to find it. But I do have a really great clearing meditation that I did years ago. I can probably share on here or share somewhere. I'll figure that out. But the fact is that do some clearing of your energy, okay? Whether it be through meditation, my friend Alicia, who has liveitloveitwellness.com, her sprays are awesome to clear your spaces, okay? Especially if you're a healer. I know a lot of you on here are a healer. A lot of you on here have offices where people come and go that maybe aren't always the most highest of vibrationals. So maybe you just kind of be like, sometimes when the man is in a crappy mood, like if Darren's in a bad mood, he might walk out and I'll just spray him and I walk in and I say nothing. I just and then I leave. That's one way you can do this. You can clap, you can Burn Palo Santo. I love for this. People are big on sage. You know, that's the whole like again Hollywood people saging and stuff. Like if you watch that ghost show the other day, the American version of it um, on CBS, it was hilarious. She's saging and all the ghosts freak out. But honestly, that's more like, you know, once you clean the house and you open all the windows and sage, it's a great time of year to do that. What I personally love though is Palo Santo. If you can burn some Palo Santo because sage clears it and, you know, moves them out. Personally, I love Palo Santo because it is transcendent or transitional in the sense that if you have a negative energy floating around, it sends it transmutes it. That's the word I'm looking for, to the light energy. So it transmutes it from a negative to a positive, and that's why I love it. And it smells really good too, y'all. So the big message for medicine this week is to declutter. Personally, I think it's declutter your energy, declutter your mind, meaning also if you have stopped meditating because you have too much to do, listen, 16 seconds, inhale for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4, hold it out for 4, and repeat and rinse and repeat for as many as you want. 16-second meditation, anybody can do it. I highly recommend you do that because right now we're being so pulled to disconnect from self. Again, we spent all of last year for all of the crazy, crappy shit that happened last year. The benefit that I am grateful for is it totally reorganized our core, what our wants and our boundaries and all that kind of stuff, and and now we're being asked to, you know, instead of it all being torn down, we're being asked to look at our inner structure and where do we want to reconstruct ourselves and reconnect to ourselves and how do we want to do that. So you got to declutter what was torn down. You got to clean up the mess and inside and get back to that meditation so you can reconnect yourself because right now I feel like that's a calling for all of us, but the outside world is saying no, 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 pay attention to me, pay attention to me. And it's like if you want to manifest your dreams, you got to go and reconnect with self. So I'm going to encourage you to be mindful of doing that, reconnecting with self and doing the declutter, starting the meditations back, having that quiet time. And meditation isn't just sitting under a tree and oming. You can go around and I have one client who likes to do calligraphy practice. She calligraphies affirmations. I have one person who loves to cook and create things. Darren spent yesterday building, he loves Halloween. It's his jam. So he bought all this stuff at Home Depot. He doesn't buy the stuff at Target or any of that stuff. He loves to make his own things and he thinks of stories and all that kind of. So yesterday, his creative time was doing Halloween decorations preparation. So it could even be that since it's that time of year. So find something creative, art oriented. Arts isn't just painting. It could be music. It could be cooking. It could be healing arts, any of that kind of thing. Whatever your jam is, journaling, take a minute and take 5 minutes, take 20 minutes, take whatever minutes you can, but allot that time for yourself so that you can reconnect with you and then come back so that you can enter into the collective, knowing when and an awareness when somebody is trying to direct your attention because we want to make sure we choose where our attention is. Okay. So how are we gonna do that? Understand you have Otter Spirit. Again, Otter came in upside down, but look, he's in a little heart. Isn't he adorable? And all the little otters, they're hugging, and it's this upside down. Otter Spirit comes in to say you're never alone because look at him. First of all, we have the heart, right? Heart means love. We all know this. I mean, that's obvious. But when you watch little videos of otters, most of the time, the videos you see, they're doing like super cute stuff because they're hugging and they're holding on to each other, floating down the river. So think of that the way. You know, Abraham always is talking about just pull your oars in and float. You don't have to float alone. Yes, your intentions are yours. Yes, your manifestations are yours. Yes, you came here as an extension and separate energy of source that has that perception of being apart. But our natural state is togetherness. Okay. So know who, again, like I said earlier, know who's in your corner and who's not. Some people are a little stealthy about it, but that's only because they might be a little afraid for something going on in their life. So we got to enforce our boundaries. Remember, finding that group of folks that, you know, really is in our corner to travel this with us. Oh, I got to sneeze. Ooh, sneezy. Phew! Ooh. crazy. I guess I'm telling the truth. We need to remember this is not a solo journey. Just because we feel like we can feel alone sometimes when it feels dark, but no, you're not. Stay in love. Remember, it's all about the heart. The otter is we're in a group together. So as you do this journey to clear your clutter, maybe you do a reading, pull your own cards. Maybe you schedule a intuitive coaching session or a reading with me or somebody that you enjoy hanging out with. Get a Reiki session. Linda's doing Reiki. I got Alicia, tons of people. Just find somebody. My friend Ara, who's another energy worker. So either if it's clearing the energy of the mind, you do an intuitive reading with somebody. Maybe it's clearing the energy of the body, do some Reiki, get some Reiki done, maybe go get some reflexology, but do some self-care. No, you're not alone in this process, okay? This is not a time for you to like wander around in the bell jar. That's how we ended up with last week. So remember, you're not alone in the journey to help declutter the stuff going on. And I think everybody thinks rhinos a lot of times aren't the prettiest things, but this is such a pretty card. Isn't she gorgeous? And look here, the universe symbol is the spiral. And isn't she beautiful? So overcome any obstacle. Now, she came in upside down, meaning again, I'm not aware of this, I forgot I knew this, or I'm ignoring it because I don't want to. Now, I honestly think it's because you forgot. Because we're told you can't get here from there. You are stuck in your, station in life. You are stuck in your job. You're this, you're that, you're the other. Now, here's the interesting thing. I was watching, this was coming to mind, so I want to share it with you because they don't send things to me unless I'm supposed to share them. I was watching, I forget what it was. It was one of these kind of news programs, but it's like a human interest stuff, not like the world's going to hell in a handbasket kind of thing. It was much more like human interest things about why people were quitting their jobs. And a lot of times people go, oh, people just don't want to work, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, but what they found in their interviews was it was much more about people, again, spending last year re-evaluating what was important to them. It was very life and death in your face last year. And how we treated each other woke a lot of folks up, especially if it was not very nice. So there was one woman, and she worked for a cleaning service as a cleaning woman. And she said her husband had died, and she called them and said, I need a week off. And they said, well, that's going to just be inconvenient. And then after she got over dealing with her husband, she resigned with no prospects on the horizon. And then she spoke with her sister who worked at a hotel. And the sister said, oh, we have a head of housekeeping position open you would be perfect for. Why don't I put your app in and we'll see how that goes? And she got hired. And she said, you know what? I can't believe it. I'm getting paid 3 times as much as I was. I get personal time off. I get a 401k. I get benefits. I get all these things that I didn't get before. I don't have to use my own vehicle, blah, blah, blah. Like she manifested this amazing job shift just by letting go of the other. And the guy who was interviewing her and said this, and I was like, oh my God, this is so spot on for our manifesting stuff for the people that are going through this same kind of experience of feeling like I need to change because I deserve better. And he said to her, you know what? I find it really interesting that your sister works in this hotel and it never occurred to you when you were working, because she said she had worked for this other company for years, and he goes, it never occurred to you to call your sister and just ask, are there any openings? And she said, no, it never occurred to me until all of this went down. And he asked her, why not? And she took a moment and she got almost choked up. And she said, you know what? I would normally say I don't know, but after last year, old me, she said, the old me is saying, and this was on a regular news program, guys. This was not on a woo-woo Gaia thing. This was like a regular, like channel 2, 4, or 7 kind of thing, or 2, 5, and whatever. And she goes, you know what? Old me felt like she didn't deserve that at all. She felt she deserved to be treated like garbage. And this past year taught me I deserve more. I deserve to be loved by the people that I work for, especially if I am giving them my love and love in return. That's what I deserve, which I thought was such an interesting thing because she felt like she was stuck. She felt like she could not overcome that obstacle of dealing with these people that were treating her like garbage. But when push came to shove, she was reminded she's not alone. She can come over every obstacle if she stands together with her other soul family and cleaning out, how do I do this? Cleaning out the clutter. Cleaning out the clutter of emotional crap, cleaning out, getting rid of that belief that you're not worthy, that belief that you're not deserving. Because, my darlings, you are a child, a divine child of God, a divine child of the universe. It is time for you to say no more to that, the bullshit, frog shit, because you aren't alone. You aren't alone. You are here in love, both as an extension of source energy, thusly you're one, the law of oneness with source and others in your life, the love that comes with that. And because of it, you are backed up with gorgeous little rhino. And these are all upside down because you're not hearing this until now or for this week. Last week just threw your ass for a loop. And I hate that. It threw at me one too. It sucked. But we all got to remember, we're all here together. We're all here. And it is time for us to work together and support each other and to ask for that help, to say, you know what, I'm going to be vulnerable for a moment. I need to talk to somebody, or maybe I need to look for a new gig that loves me more and show and matches, like the law of compensation, matches the energy I put in. And because that lady that was talking, she loved what she does. She feels a calling to be, of service in that, cleaning up and making things good and decluttering for others to give them a space that is pleasant and lovely. But she was doing it in a place that didn't appreciate her. So she shifted, she called on her family, her soul family, little heart, and overcame that obstacle of feeling unworthy. Because maybe if you dip your toe into worthiness, you'll be like, oh, that does feel better. Maybe I need to go there. So this week, okay, we're going to round this up because we're coming down to 30 minutes. I want to try and be mindful of time. This week, remember, take the blinders off. Okay? It's time to declutter. Declutter your physical, declutter your mind, declutter your soul, declutter your body maybe. Maybe look and see, am I eating too much Southern food? I mean, that's why I said during this week. And if I do my fun things I want to do Friday and Saturday, I said, I think Friday I'm going to have to eat at home before I go, because Saturday I'm already planning on having a Southern Carb Festival with my girlfriends. But we're supposed to go see a friend of ours in a band on Friday. But both places are Southern food oriented. So if y'all are not been to the South, it's a lovely, yummy festival of yumminess, but it's not super awesome health wise. So I have to stick to veggies maybe on Friday so I can have fun on Saturday. Like, kind of thinking that way. Where can I be in moderation with my diet, with what I'm putting in there so my body can function good? Body, mind. Where am I focusing my energy this week? Where am I focusing my attention? Unblocking the third eye. Where am I seeing things for what they are so that I can make better decisions about where I want to focus my energy? And soul, I don't have to do this alone. I am part of a collective that is unified by its connection back to source energy. Now, if I stick with my peeps and I declutter and I get my own bullshit out of the way, and I come and say, I am with my people, with my people that are in my corner, I can overcome any obstacle. So that's your reading for the week. I think that that's a great, great opportunity for us to start looking around and saying, who am I going to party with this week that's going to support me? Who's going to be in my corner? You can always count me to be on your team. I'm seeing here like Team Carol, Team Mary Jo, Team Linda, all y'all. I'm on your team, and anybody else who's watching that hasn't popped in to say a comment yet, and those of you who are watching the replay, I'm on your team. Know that I'm in your corner, and I love you so much. Just remember to subscribe, thumbs up this video, click the bell, please, and enter the contest, because I would love to do a 3-card like this for you so that you can have some clarity going into the holiday season, because holidays are fun and there's like family stuff. Back to the normal, right? So, anyways, I look forward to seeing you. And by the way, I will see you next Monday for the weekly reading. So excited for that. And I'll see if I can find that meditation in my archives for you guys. And that's it for this week. I love you so much. Have a great week. And I will see you soon. And if you want to comment on the replay, hashtag replay, put the comment below. Okay, that's it. Have a great week. Love you. Bye.